by 10%, and you get a little buff if you ever have to pop it. You probably won't ever really use it though, but that's my recommendation on a stand blade. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, all right, cool. Any other questions? Anybody else? Or do you have another question? Anybody else? Any questions?
So basically, it's kind of the same setup for a mag blade as it is a stand blade, except the stand blade using a bow and swords or daggers.
Right, yeah, it's pretty much the same. Yeah, now there are a couple of things that you could change on a mag. I'm on this mag tune right now, and on the skills that I'm running for her is on the front bar. I got inner light, concealed weapon, and it's the magical morph of surprise attack, and it also helps you. Lost a lot of your movement speed. Speed is increased while sneaking or invisible by 25%, so you can just kind of dart around. Depending on your build with a Magicka, you could also put on elemental weapon to boost your next light or heavy attack. I mean, your next light attack. I'm sorry, because it's like almost 9,000. Shadow image, merciless resolve, which is the magic morph of the other one, which is focus. So, like you're saying, they're pretty much all the same, but you'll be using more Magicka, obviously Magicka-based things, because you have more of a magic pool on a magic tune and more stamina. But pool on a stamina tune, which is the really only thing I use that's magic-based on my stem, is the shadow image. So then, to continue the front bar on the mag blade, again, it's you can go incapacitating strike, or you can go soul harvest. I went soul harvest on this tune. I might switch to incapacitating strike. I just wanted to try soul harvest out. I had never used it. And it, I like the way it looked about reducing. It afflicts them with defile. And I can't remember if I think incapacitating strike does the same thing, but I just tried this one out, so I may be switching this back to incapacitating strike. And then on the back, I got rapid regeneration for heal, siphoning attacks. I double bar concealed weapon, so just in case if I need to get away. And then I got channel acceleration. Right now I got rapid zone. I probably would take that off and put another skill on, and then I got temporal guard. That's on the magic tune. But yeah, they're pretty much the same. The only thing that's different is you're going to be using the magic-based morphs more on a magic tune, and then stamina-based morphs on a stamina tune.
Alright, I'm going to be right back on my stand blade.
Okay. Alright. Any other questions while Sour switches? Any questions about champion points? Any questions about gear? Or okay. Alright. No, I will say. Okay. Alright. Right. Okay, so we'll go with stats for my mag. For my stamina one to start off, and then I'll look at my let me pull my deal up here. Hold on. Alright, so my stam guy, with continuous focus, continuous attack, and being a stage 2 vampire, striking from the shadows, and in Cyrodiil, with my setup, let me see, hold on. I am at 22,000 health, 15,000 magic, and 30,000 stamina. My magic recovery. Now, obviously, with one of the sets that I'm telling you about, when you hear these recoveries, on this particular tune, I am running Eternal Vigor. I think it's a great set. I don't have any procs or mythics on this particular build. I do have builds with procs and mythics, but this one's just pure. So non-buffed, my damage is 3,800. Buffed, it's 5576. 1493 mag recovery, 1486 health, and 2296 on the stam. And I'm using the lava foot soup and sultries. Food, I got all my points in the stamina, and I'm using the stam recovery Wonder Stone. So that's that. Go
Excuse me, do you
champion.
have triglyphs on your vigor?
Yeah, I put triglyphs on the three big pieces. I'm a big proponent of triglyphs on three big pieces: the head, the chest, and the legs.
Gotcha, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's I mean, it's just free resources. If you get three of them, it really adds up, in my opinion. All right, so let me get my champion points loaded.
I know you went over this already. The stuff you got slotted.
Yeah.
I want to make my main character more hit harder.
Mm-hmm.
I hit pretty good already, but I want to hit harder than what I do.
Okay. What do you run on that guy?
I'm running front bars, swords, back bars, bow.
Okay. What sets?
Right now I got Hawking Draugr and Spriggans on.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll run Hawkeye and Marksman.
Okay. That's two bow sets. That's some good snipe damage on that one. The first one is a lot of. I remember I got some all gold Hawking Draugr. I can tell you how long I spent in damn Dark Shade Caverns or whatever when that came out of. So a few years back, that I was running Hawking Draugr and Bone Pirate. What I would do is look at a set that's going to do just more raw damage. I would look at okay, so I talked to you all about builds with mythics. So I got one stem blade I made, and it's wearing Stones and the Moon. Now the recovery is horrible, so I had to put on the Torque of Tonal Constancy, which gives me about 1,700 recovery with my food and everything, and that thing I had it in Black Reach last night, and man, I was ganking through left and right. It hits like a truck. I had a one-piece monster helmet just for the. I think I put the bellows on it. You can use bellows or anyone that just gives more weapon damage from the one piece, and then put that mythic on. I don't recommend Malakath on any type of night blade because the night blade is built on critical damage, and that you can't do critical damage with Malakath. So but the Torque of Total Constancy, giving you those resources when one is higher and lower. I just do a magic dump on my Shadowy Disguise because that's the only magic ability that I use, and then that raises my stamina recovery by I think it's 450. When your magic is low, it raises your stamina. When your stamina is low, it raises your magic. So I just do a dump, do a couple of what do you call them, cloaks. But that thing, I mean, I had that guy Gilly Gorilla. I killed him like 3 times last night, and he always just running away and running around. But I stunned him and surprise attacked him and stunned him, and he just melted. Then I get a message, so I had to block him. But so I would recommend that. You got a couple of that Hawking Draugr is a good set. It's just not going to give you. You can get more damage with like a New Moon, and or you could go. So like I did New Moon and stones on that guy. that tune, you could also do and run a two-piece monster set. You could do something like Ancient Dragon Guard and a New Moon. You'll have decent sustain. You just manage your Mundus and and I infuse everything. I infuse everything weapon damage on my jewelry, on my stamina, especially on my stamina blades. But that's what I'd recommend.
Yeah, I'm also looking for what skills should I run. Right now, my score is Bombard. Second is Focused Aim. Circle is Venom Arrow. Then I got Charging Maneuvers, which I can do without, and I got Vigor.
Okay. Well, now, on that bar, you got it set up like a sniper. Now, if you're using that guy, is he a sniper? Okay, you want to snipe. Okay, so what I would do is you wanna make sure you got some sets that are going to do a ton of damage. So if you want to snipe on that tune, this is what I recommend. On my sniper, a couple setups. I would get Titanborn. Titanborn does a ridiculous amount of penetration. Comes out of Ice Reach.
You say Titanborn?
Titanborn, yeah, strength. Titanborn strength is what it's called. It comes out of Ice Reach. It is crazy. Just look on your set collections on Ice Reach and look at what it does. And then I would put on Eternal Vigor with it, so you can have some resources. The Eternal Vigor is just awesome. And then I would put on like a Balorgs. I love Balorgs. I got Balorgs on a lot of my tunes. It's just an amazing set. Or you could amp it up a little bit more and go with a one piece, and then give yourself even more. You could say, okay, I'm gonna put a Torque Eternal Constancy on it to help with my resources on it, and then I'm gonna just snipe the hell out of people. But what you want to do, you want that sated fury. So you need to be a vampire, stage 3, 2 or 3. I like 3 on my sniper, and you want that sated fury, and you want rally. Most of the stuff is going to be the same. So, but you're going to, your damage is coming from the bow. So you're going to 2-hand. You're going to have your rally, so you can buff your damage and your stamina recovery. Then you're going to switch over, go into cloak. You're going to hit they got Simmering Fury or Sated Fury, which is the Vampiric Dream, which lowers your health and increases your damage. And you want to pop that, and you just want to let loose on their ass. I mean, and it stuns the hell out of them. And usually by about the because I've caught him.
Can I interrupt you real quick? Big noob?
Yeah.
I was looking up some Nightblade builds myself, and I saw in some comment wherever on YouTube that Titanborn actually only gives its benefit or something in combat. So if you're just surprising someone, it might not apply. It's like it was like a ninja nerf or some shit like that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's some good information. I hadn't heard that one. But you would always switch the Titanborn out for New Moon, because again, New Moon is just pure damage. It lost 80 weapon damage or something like that. From just a pure damage, you still could. You don't have to farm it. It's craftable. So that's a good. Thank you for bringing that up. Carrington, is it Carrington?
Yeah.
Carrington. Definitely could go with New Moon. I love New Moon. If you were talking about a melee blade, not sniping, then you could go with stuns. Especially if you're going but only if you're going to use oh god, I just lost the word. The surprise attack, not surprise attack. The pool, the gap closer. I'm sorry, I can't think of the name of the gap closer right now. But if you use the Nightblade gap closer, because you need to you do more penetration to an enemy that's off balance with, and you get the extra penetration with stuns.
What set was that again? I'm sorry.
Stuns or stuns. It comes from it's a craftable set. It came out with The Western Skyward.
Gotcha.
Greymore. Alright, let's see. I think Chill asked about champion points. I don't want to get fussed at. Hold on. Let me get. I don't think they fuss at me.
What
Alright,
should
we're
I,
gonna go.
what should
Go
I
ahead.
slot for skills?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
What should I slot for skills on the bow bar?
On the bow bar? Oh, okay. So I
know I want to keep the two.
Yeah, you want to keep the two arrow ones, and then you want to put that Soviet fuel one. That's the third one. Let me switch to that tune to verify, but I know I have the poison ultimate morph for the ballista. Is that what it's called? Toxic barrage. I have that, and then I can't think of what the other one is. I'm gonna switch to that one, Sour, once we're doing it, and I'll message you. I'll send you a whisper and let you know the skills, because I cannot think of it. And I left my notebook with all my bills on my desk at work, so that's awesome, right?
Should I have camouflaged hunter on that bar?
Camo Hunter, that may be the thing, because the damage, yes, I know Camo Hunter is one, yes, absolutely. And you're going to find that a lot on stamina-based tunes, period, especially for PvP. You're going to use Camo Hunter a lot. You never pop it, it's just there for the passive, the weapon critical and the more damage. And before I go into these champion points, you want to make sure that you're looking at on your skills, make sure that you're getting skill points into those passives, because then make sure you join the Fighters Guild, the Undaunted, and all of those, and make sure you level them all up so you get the full benefit. If you're running a tune and you haven't leveled up Undaunted, I want you to go to your skills, look at Undaunted, and look at the bottom two passives and see what you're missing. Level it up. Okay. Alright, we're going to go through champion points real quick. And this is for my stamina. Now, champion points are very personal. Okay? Very, very personal. So, you may want to run something a different way. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Just, you get more. 20%, I would say this, 20% of your health and your magic, stamina, all this comes from your champion points. So, champion points are very important. But, there's some flex. And I'll explain a little bit of that when I get to the green tree. But on the red tree, I have, this is a Stamblade, yeah, thanks for asking, sorry. So under the steed, I have 61 into Ironclad, 32 into Resistance, and let's see, and I have, so go to the lady, so there's 3 for each tree. For the lady, I have 72 into thick skin, 43 into hardy, and 43 into elemental defender. The warrior, I just put some points in quick recovery. Nightblades have, in my opinion, some healing issues, but 19 into that. 56 during the thief, the tower. I have 56 into rear lord. I put 1 into siphoner. The lever.
I've got 80 in my siphoning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, it's definitely a personal choice. I wouldn't put that many in there, but it's definitely a personal choice.
Why does this always happen to me?
Yeah, because the way when you go to your champion tree, what you're looking at, these are the attribute points that you're earning, that you get, every time you level up. So, like thick skin. So for me, I put 72 points in that, so I get a 23% reduction in the damage taken from damage over time effects. Okay, these dots or whatever, the mag DKs and all those dots or whatever. Somebody's trying to dot me up, and I take 23% less damage. So when you think about with champion points. Whenever you thought somebody was cheating, or you thought, how didn't that guy die, or how didn't that girl, that lady die, that person, whatever, that player die, they got champion points, and their champion points are probably doing what they're doing, and they're blocking. Remember to block. If you don't block in this game, you're gonna die. But for example, with Hardy. Okay, so we're talking about Hardy. And each of the champion points, when you go to them, now I don't have a PhD in this. Trust me, they don't. Now if somebody starts paying me for it, then I get one. But I just give you my little bit of knowledge on just playing the game and reading the tags. I'll tell you what they do, but you want to take less damage. Just that 43. I'm going to take 10% less damage from physical poison and disease damage. 10% less damage is a lot. Now, obviously, that's only in CP because champion points are not active in most CP. So, so you asked about Siphoner, and then Chill asked the question. So Siphoner, it says, when you deal damage with a light or heavy attack, you decrease the enemy's health, magic, and stamina resource restore by 0.30 is what it starts, for 3 seconds. So, how much does yours say, what's the percentage you have in 80 minutes hour?
What's that?
What's the percentage under your Siphoner? When you highlight Siphoner, what does it say your percentage that you're getting out of that?
It's 14.34%.
Okay, so he's and that's good. So what he's doing is he's reducing all of their pools by 14% for 3 seconds. So that's taking resources from them. Now, the one thing you only get so many points you can use. So that's why I put mine in some other places. You can put some in Sprinter, depending on the type of team that you are. If you're not an orc and not a wood elf on your stem blade, I would recommend putting some into Siphoner. Sprinter to help you move faster, because that's a lot of things what happens when people get to running from you and you can't catch up with them. You either got the wrong gear or you ain't set up right to run after somebody to chase these rock humping yellows, because that's how the yellows seem to do.
I've got 11 in Sprinter.
Yeah. So you want to balance it. You balance it out. Champion points are very personal. So it's personal to the player. It's a personal preference, is what I mean by it. But some that you really, really want are going to play into how they benefit your character. One that's absolutely important. On a standard team, it's in the lever tree. The next one they're going to is Mooncalf, because that increases your stamina recovery. I got 64 points into that.
I got 100 in mine.
100 in yours. Yeah. One thing that I've heard, and I don't know how true it is, but I heard over a certain percentage, and I gotta verify this, that it really doesn't really do anything. Is what I've heard, but I don't know any fact to that. Over 72 is what I was hearing. But
by putting 100 in there, it gives me 15%. That means on my jewelry, I don't have to have recovery on it.
Okay. So then you just do then you just put your everything into damage that way. I got you. Okay. Good deal. But yeah, I'm just not sure about the whole over 72. I'm gonna research that. I'm gonna let y'all know.
Then health recovery.
I have 70.
You got 70?
I have 75, and I end up with 14%. So for the other 25 points, he's getting that 1% more in stamina.
Yeah. And then it depends on how much you. It gives 0.30 for each point, I believe it is. So you play with it, and see which one works best for you. I got 49 into tenacity. I'm sorry, I mean peanut butter cookies now. 49 into tenacity and 11 into healthy. That's health recovery. It's only 3%, but hey, 3% is better in my opinion than nothing.
I've got 0 in tenacity because I'm not going to be doing heavy attacks.
Okay. Yeah, not on the bow, not on the bow guy. You will. Now, if you could on a traditional stem blade where you're, I say traditional, on a two-hand and bow where you're using the two-hander as your main, and the bow is on your healing or recovery bar. But yeah, absolutely, I agree with you. At 23 into Shadow Ward and 66 into Tumbling. For me, on this particular build, it's I'm going to be in the enemy's face. I'm wearing 5 medium and 2 heavy, and I need to roll dodge. So tumbling is going to give me the I get 22% less cost. 19 into Blessed, that's the only thing I got into that one. Then go into the Atronach, I got 81 into Master at Arms, which is damage done with direct damage attacks, so that's almost 24 something percent more damage with a direct damage attack, because again, I'm in the enemy's face.
Master at Arms, I got 76.
76, okay. Let's see, then the Ritual, I got 56 into Precise Strikes, which is crit damage, crit healing with stamina abilities, that increases by 20%. Piercing, it's very important to me on a stand blade, bow or melee, because penetration is king in this game. The more penetration you have on your target with all this armor and stuff that people wear, but I'm at almost 4,000 increased physical penetration, and then with 50 points into that, and then
I've got 194 points into the Ritual, which tumbling is 46, Precise Strike 51, 32 piercing, and might is 65.
Yeah, I got 64 into mighty, and then we got let's go back through, because that was just we already went through those. That's the end of those. But
would putting anything into physical weapon expert, would that bring my bow damage up, or is that?
That increases damage with a bow, I believe. Am I wrong? Let me look at my thing.
Yes, it does increase in bow.
Yeah. You want, and like I said, when I get on that bow, my bow ganker, I'm a group with you, and I'm gonna go through it, because I'm just on my magic, and if I leave, then it'll be a few minutes of dead silence. I'm gonna share that with you.
I gotta figure out where to drop some points from to put anything in there. Master at Arms, I got 76.
Yeah, it's a balance of it. You have to, say, hey, am I okay with losing, a little bit here to gain something? Another thing I always recommend is this, and this has nothing to do with, well, actually it does have something to do with PvP. In the green tree, there is a thing called Treasure Hunter. I always make sure all my tunes have enough into that tree, so when I do open treasure chests, I have an improved chance of getting stuff. Hey, it's a loot game. I want to get loot. I don't want to get ruby, ash, bow of bull crap when I could get something nice. So I put points in the treasure hunter.
Yeah, this is a PvP tune solo. Oh, maybe not. I don't do any PvE with it, so I don't have anything into the shadow.
You don't have anything to that one, all my tunes are I PvP and PvE on them. When I get bored.
The sneak ability to reduce the cost, I don't have nothing in that even. I have so much stamina that I don't lose my stuff.
But you don't lose it. Yeah. I'll tell you a set that'll help somebody with that too. On my bow guy right now, I got, because I'm not in people's faces, I shoot from a distance with the bow. I use Darlock Bray, because you basically don't lose any resources as long as you're in sneak. And I can run across all of Cyrodiil, and I'll have my 30,000 stamina without stopping all the way across. So then I'll get it right back as soon as I stop. Literally, it just doesn't go down. I love that set, especially, and I only use it on that tune, but yeah. All right, let's see. We're gonna talk about. Does anybody have a magic blade that you got any questions about? Champion points, because I'm gonna bore you with it. You can always message me and we can group and I can go over it with you if you think about it later. But if you don't have one, you don't have to go over it, but it's up to you all. Does anybody have a mag blade that you're running? I think Stan blade is like was the one that I was most interested in when I first made a blade. You want yours? Okay, yeah. And I'm actually on mine right now. So let's go through some champion points. Let me get my little sheet pulled up here.
Well, my dual wield bar, I use that for the magic bar basically.
Uh-huh.
I got Shadow Disguise, I got Ambush, and Killer Blade. I need to figure something else out. I was trying a dual bow build, which is Barrel Barrage, and then I got Caltrops. And the reason I got both of those, I was using the Maelstrom and Asylum.
Okay. Do those give a buff for using? Is there a special perk that you get with using those skills with that?
Well, the Arrow Barrage, I'll set that up, and then the Caltrops, and I'll switch to my other bar, and then when I hit them with the Asylum Bow, it makes them take more damage from bow.
Oh, okay. So the area, okay, that's what I meant. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that sounds interesting. You have to share that with me.
With the Maelstrom bow,
I got the Maelstrom bow.
Every time it ticks.
Yeah, it increases the damage, right? Each tick, right? That's what I've never used it yet. I got it, but I haven't used it yet.
I could set up on top of a keep, and I can keep them off of their ram at the bottom.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'll throw both of those down there, and I'll sit there. Keep
just trolling,
so they take more damage, and they can't stay on it.
All right, Miss Chill. Here's your champion points. All right, you ready? You're gonna die, especially on a night blade. So let's see. On the tower, so we'll start with the tower, which is the green. I got 4 into Siphon, mag blade, 44 into Warlord. And we talked about Siphon a little while ago. For the level, got 43 into Mooncalf, 56 into Anarchist, 43 into Healthy. So that's some in mag recovery and some in stam recovery. You could go put it all in Arcanist if you want to, and then pull some out of Mooncalf. But I got more into Arcanist and some, because you need stamina. And that's one of the issues that I was having, because I have such a low stamina pool. When you're on lower stamina pool on a magic tune, but your movement is all stamina. So you want to have some recovery. That's the reason I have that. Into the Shadow, I got 40 into Tumbling, 40 into Shadow Ward, and that's going to give me my Treasure Hunter, because Treasure Hunter is important to me. But I don't have anything into the file. I don't know if I have anything into that one on any tunes, but Tumbling, even on the mag blade, you're gonna be in somebody's face. You're gonna be trying to gank them. You definitely need something into that one, in my opinion. I was born into to the apprentice. I got 61. Elemental expert got 64. Spell erosion got 64. Because you want to get into the with that setup, I get more spell critical. It unlocks the little thing above it that gives 9% spell critical, increase your spell critical. I think it's spell precise, spell precision. You get 9 more percent. And elemental expert, you're increasing your flame shock. And so, let me make a point too about staffs, because you're running staffs obviously on a magic tune. You could be doing sword and shield, but I hope not on a magic blade. But anyway, if you're running a flame staff, put shock damage glove. If you're running a shock staff, put flame damage. You want to opposite. The extra. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Well, yeah, because you want to get more benefit of your damage. So I'm hitting you with flame damage, but you're going to take shock damage as well, almost. And then vice versa. And then on my frost staffs, I put flame damage because I just think fire and ice is cool. This is a bomber, right? Okay. So what I would recommend, resto with a weapon damage glyph, and you could. Depends on the fight. Now it could be a little bit different on this is probably more for a regular mag blade than a bomber. So you really could just do oblivion damage on that resto, but on a regular mag blade that's not a bomber, I put the weapon damage glyph on the resto. So I switch over, I light attack with the resto to pull that weapon damage over to the front bar, because it carries over, and it's like what 400 some weapon damage because it's an infused. Right, so that's just that tip. Master at Arms on the Atro got 81 into Master at Arms. I guess you want to get that's one task called the Tactician. In the next tree, the eyeball one, the big eyeball, I don't have anything into the eyeball on my mag tune, on this particular mag tune. That's more physical damage, more two-handed type damage. Anyway, so in the Steed, 61 in Ironclad, 53 in Resistant, and basically reducing your damage. It's about staying alive. It's about armor. Is what that tree is about. It's going to help you reduce that damage because you're already squishy, especially on a magic blade. Then I have 32 into hardy. This is a lady. 32 into hardy, 24 into light armor focus, 18 into thick skin, and 32 into elemental defender. For a total, I think it's 106 points in that one. And I got that many points in light armor focus because of physical resistance. You're already squishy. Nightblade. My Nightblades typically are all divines. Even my bow person on my stand, I put everything in divines. And with the weapon damage, because I want to get the most out of that. Because I'm trying to kill people. I think Pun says that a lot. We're in here trying to kill people. I'm trying to kill people. And I'm successful with it most of the time. But hey, in this game you're gonna die. If anybody tells you they don't die, they lie. So we talked about that one, and then let's see, thick skin.
I haven't found a group hasn't been able to kill yet.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody dies in this game, and once you get over that, respawn, get your butt back in the fight, repair your stuff if you need to, and then you move on. And then the last tree, I got 23 in the Bastion and 27 in the Quick Recovery, which is the Lord on the mag tune.
I got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
On the Mage Guild line, Mage Light says, while slotted, you gain major proficiency, increasing your spell crit rating by 2629. Okay, the passive at the very bottom, it says, casting a Mage Guild ability grants you empower, increasing your weapon and the damage of your light and heavy attacks by 40% for 3 seconds. And what I use with that, I don't know if this would make it work right, is Shooting Star.
Yeah, it's a Mage's Guild ability. Yeah, it's a Mage's Guild ability. So as long as you got a Mage's Guild ability slotted, and that's why, somebody asked me, it's a great point, I'm glad you brought that up, man. Somebody asked me, well, why do you put that on, why you got that,
so if I put Mage Light on that same bar, even though I got Camouflaged Hunter on there, I'll take away my Rapids and put it there.
Well, somebody asked me, well, why do you use that inner light? And I use it because of I want more max mag, because I'm on the mag tune, and it's free, it's 5% more magic. And you get the Major Prophecy at all times, which is 2629 more spell critical. But also, like you just said, I get that Might of the Guild under Mage's Guild, which when I was telling y'all about doing other stuff where we need to you have to get out of the player versus player experience and get into the player versus environment, PvE, because that's where a lot of your abilities, your gear, and things that you want to be better suited to be a PvP player are at. We're not going to get Mage's Guild in Cyrodiil. Now, there's some books in Cyrodiil, but you gotta go get those books. But just what that says, casting a Mage's Guild ability grants you empower, increasing the damage of your light and heavy attacks by 40% for 3 seconds. So he hits that meteor, it was cast. That's 3% more damage. Absolutely worth it.
So the Mage Light would help.
You'd have to use it, you'd have to cast it though. Or
Shooting Star, it would make that hit better.
Yeah, because you're going to get 3% more. I mean, it says casting a Mage's Guild ability, and Shooting Star is a Mage's Guild ability. And there's some people that never even used it, and they run mag tunes. I can say I preach to them, but I proselytize to them, which I guess it's kind of like preaching. Where you need to run this. I don't even have that unlocked. Why not? Let me read this to you. It does this. But that's if they ask me. But anyway. Great point. You get more damage. And you think about it, in an ultimate situation, when I dropped an ultimate, what matters? The next 2 to 3 seconds. Because people should be dying in 2 to 3 seconds. So they're in that AoE, they're taking more damage, and I'm still, I'm trying to surprise attack or whatever the people that are still alive, or the target. So that's what I have for you. Was there any other questions for me?
So I just switched my bar up, so it's Camouflaged Hunter, the 2 snipes, the poison injection and the other one, and then I got my heal, which is bigger, and then Mage Light again. So basically I'm only going to be using the triangle and the circle.
That's pretty much it. That's all I use on my bow anchor. On my bow guy, that's all I use are 2 buttons. I think I'll be running both triangle, circle. The only one that I would add, you just have to decide what you want to lose, is that look under the vampire skill line and look at that vampiric dream, and then look at Sated Fury. I think one more for Sated and one is Simmering. I recommend look at Sated. You have to look at the more, so you see which one works better for you. But if you're sniping someone, you can't kill yourself with that. You can get light attack to death though, so you want to make sure that you're up. And so I usually, when people start sieging a keep, I'll rally, cloak, No, I will. What is it? Oh gosh, the one from the Civic line. I will do. Let's say race against time, return, acceleration. Rally, cloak, and then Save It Fury. And my health starting to drop, but when my health starts to drop, my damage shoots up because it gives you a huge weapon and spell damage boost for using it, and then you just melt people. But don't get close to them with it. You want to guard yourself because you can be light attacked to death. So don't be out in the field and then, let somebody, just hit you with a light attack that will kill you. But the ability itself won't kill you. It'll take your health all the way down to just literally a hair, and then it bounces back up. But you can toggle it off. So I'll hit it, snipe, and then toggle it off, and then I stealth away. I did it so much to, what is that traitor and his wife that just left, Mad King. I did it so much to Mad King yesterday, him and his wife messaged me. I couldn't help what did he say? Oh, what's up, bro? Come on out and play. Why hide? Come on out and play. I just replied, snipe, and then that was it.
Yeah, I had one person, he kept whispering me after I'd kill him a couple times. He's like, what are you running?
Yeah, that'll happen too. And it's funny to me because you tick somebody off where they just respect, like, dude, what are you running? I want to run that too. I'll tell them that,
They'd be asking me, am I running the new bow? Stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't even know you. You're fucking red.
And you're red, It's like if I tell you anything, I'm going to tell you something wrong, like totally bad. What are you going to just touch?
Quick question regarding Camel Hunter. If you have it on a single bar, if you switch bars, it won't carry over to the next bar, right?
No, you lose it. Yeah.
Does the tick carry over?
When you say the tick, what do you mean?
Like, say excuse me, I'm looking at Expert Hunter, not Camel Hunter, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I never used the Expert Hunter more, so I'm not sure about that one. But Camel Hunter doesn't carry over. But it's a sweet bit of damage, but I will tell you this. I had to take it off of one of my stam blades because it cost almost 5,000 stamina for one, and I kept accidentally pushing the damn thing and taking all my stamina out. But it's absolutely worth it. That skill is absolute. Just put it on a button that you're not going to use, and you just got to train yourself not to use that button. One thing that helps me, and if you're not doing, it took me a while to figure this out. But I'm going to tell you a secret if you don't know this. You go to options, and then go to combat, and I put heads up display, ability bar, always show. So if I don't have to remember what's on, or wait to be in combat to see what's on my buttons, right? So when I'm in combat, I can go, okay, don't push that button. Oh, hey, I need to push this. So ability bar, always show. Attribute bars, always show. Okay? And resource numbers, number in percent, and then I turn combat text off, and I got ultimate number on, and I got all combat text showing, and then I got all on everything else. Outgoing damage, incoming damage, all that kind of thing. Outgoing pet healing, blah, blah, blah. But it makes a world of difference to see your buffs. Like I can see my vampire, I can see my major savagery, my Wonderstone, my temporal guard. The fact that I gave somebody a vampire bite and my food. Thanks so much for that tip. Oh, you're welcome, bro. I'm telling you, it'll make a world of difference. But you have to do it on all your tunes because it's not a universal thing. So go in. Man. Yeah. You don't want to be guessing, bro. You go in and you can see it at all times, and I swear it helps. When I figured it out, it was by accident. I was just playing around. Nobody told me about it. I was just playing around, and I was like, oh crap, I can see my stuff now. And I can see my numbers, and I can see the rest of that. It changed my gameplay. I promise you, it sounds minor, but it's really that big. So
Awesome.
Okay, one last question I got for you. You say be a vampire, stage 3.
Yep. So what we're talking about with vampire? So on my night blades, for sneaking, vampires get and there's another PvE thing that you need to do, and it requires a lot of PvE. But it's fun. You can make some money. So we talk about vampire first. Cyrus, man, you hitting home runs. So on the vampire, there is a passive, and it's a passive. You don't have to slide it. It's a passive. Dark Stalker, and so you ignore the movement speed penalty of sneak and decrease the time it takes to enter sneak by 50%. So when I'm popping in and out on my and practice your sneaking. Okay, so go somewhere. If you don't know how to sneak as a vampire, it took a while for me to figure this out. What you want to do is go somewhere and be able to practice going in the sneak. And you're going to sneak so much faster. It's just like butter on a vampire. Once you get the vampire level up. So, R3, and then you want to be able to be cloaking. Like I'm cloaking right now. I'm over here by Ezreal. So I'm cloaking in the field. I'm cloaking, and I hit it again, and my eye stays closed. What you don't want to be doing as a Nightblade is cloak, and then stand up. Because you're going to get killed, or you're going to reveal your position. Practice keeping your eye closed. Go in your house, go in PvE. Practice it till you do it as muscle memory. So you asked about vampire. Let me go back into vampire. About the other. Let's see. Okay. Where's that one at? That one, yeah, you get that one with 2. You have to be stage 2 for this one. Vampire, strike from the shadows. When you are a vampire stage 2 or higher, when you lose sneak, invisibility, or misform, your weapon and spell damage is increased by 300 for 6 seconds. That's your burst. So you're in a stab blade, you're going in and out, and then a surprise attack, and I'm gonna teleport strike, and a surprise attack. That's 300 more weapon and spell damage I'm hitting them with for 6 seconds. And now you should be, that's why you should be getting used to seeing people's health bar just sink at that point, because that's your burst. But you only get that as being a vampire, and you only get that being stage 2. So, I don't recommend much higher, maybe on the bow tune I will go, because I talked about that earlier to you, about being stage 3, and I like to be stage 3 on that guy because I use Sated Fury, and my health is going down, okay? Okay, so I can take more damage, right? That makes more sense, right? Because I'm lowering my health to do more damage. Well, that passive at stage 3 reduces the damage that I take by 30% based on my missing health. So I'm getting more damage reduction with my health going down, and I get that benefit, and it works out on that's the only tune that I run that on, is my bow guy, because I'm purposely lowering my health to do more damage, and that passive is going to make me take 30% less damage.
Is that the one that looks like an eyeball?
Yeah. That is Vampiric Drain. So when you get to the 2 morphs, you have to decide which morph is better for you. There's Sated Fury and Shimmering Fury. Look at them. They're both, good. One gives more of a burst, heal back, and I think one gives more of a heal back over time. But yeah, it's the eyeball one here. The Frenzy. I'm sorry. I'm saying Vampiric Drain. I'm sorry. Blood Frenzy is what I'm talking about. Blood Frenzy. It's the eyeball one, yep. I would level that up. I went into I went into. I always go into Lipson Tarn because it's by our girl, which is right by our gate, and I level up all my vampires and werewolves in there. There's never anybody in there, and I stay in there till I'm leveled up, and then I come out.
Well, the vampire you can't level it up inside. Can you? The last time I did one of my night blades with the vampire, I wasn't able to level it up inside because it wouldn't give you the skill line until you did the last thing, and you couldn't go back into the chamber to kill things.
No, I level. Well, I'm saying I level those skills in builds is what I'm saying. Once I unlocked it, I've been build or whatever, then I go and builds up. Let me see, is this us attacking as well before I was wondering my ass in here? Oh, there's one siege. I'm gonna cloak in here and see what's going on. But yeah, I level all my unnaturals and delves and support this person. He's at 244. Oh, when I was at 240 something. 4 years ago. Yeah. We can go, definitely. So we'll go skills and rotation next time. I want to thank everybody. I'll get quick yapping in your ear. Well, thank you for joining for the last hour. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
He's great, thank you. He's awesome.
Yeah, last couple of times I come into the workshop, I try to answer asking questions, and everybody kept talking over me, so I couldn't ask a question.
I'm sorry about that, man.
I mean,
is it chill? Sorry.
I don't have a loud voice. I mean, I got kind of a quiet voice. I went in and cranked my mic up.
No, I'm telling you, you ever hear Chill's voice, don't have some siege out, I'll tell you what.
Thank you.
And skills next time. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all good.
Well, Chill, I'm gonna get with you sometimes on a DK bomber. And you probably got that's probably a vampire again with a sneak ability. That was probably that eyeball. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the vampire joint, yeah. We'll get you killed. Right. You can do it.
It's like toggle it on, hit your stuff, and then toggle it back off.
Yep.